experience of being a student in Hawaii, becoming a professional dancer for the Los Angeles Clippers, and most recently being titled Miss California USA, I quickly realized that nothing compares to the heart and soul of my hometown of Lancaster, California. Come along with me as we get to experience the taste, the talent, the tech, and most of all, the fun of my hometown. This is Tiff on the Town.
Good eats and great treats. It's time for us to get our grub on. On today's episode of Tiff on the Town, we start off with breakfast at one of our hometown staples, Crazy Otto's, where the portions are so big, if you leave hungry, it's your fault. Then we head on over to the quick yet authentic Mexican street food spot, Tacos El Superior, to grab the perfect, flavorful lunchtime go-to. And lastly, end with a personalized sweet treat at FloraDonna's Cakery that love to call themselves two broke girls, just making people happy through sugar. Let's jump into this tasty episode of Tiff on the Town.
Established in the early 1970s, Crazy Otto's is known for its rich culture and hearty meals. With the motto, if you leave hungry, it's your fault, I'm excited to dig into the meals of Crazy Otto's. Kim, I'm so stoked to dig into the culture, the amazing decor, and most of all, the good eats of Crazy Otto's. So can we jump into the kitchen?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Thank you.
So when I said, let's jump into the kitchen, I didn't realize Crazy Otto's really was going to have me jump straight into the kitchen. Thankfully, I have the cooking skills of my dad, and I was able to whip up some great flavor for the customers. With over 40 years of flavorful recipes, I had no better way of learning how to throw down on the skillet than from the legendary cooks of Crazy Otto's.
So that was fun, being back there cooking. I never thought I'd be Chef Tiff for Crazy Otto's. Well, thank you, Kim. Thank you. I'm excited to dig into it, but before we do that, Kim, can you share a little bit with us, just some history about Crazy Otto's? Crazy Otto's was established in the early 1970s by a man named Otto, and he used to feed lumberjacks. Is that the core reason why the servings clearly are so large at Crazy Otto's?
It was only natural for him to come and make big food for everybody. So yeah.
Keep everyone full.
Yes, and happy.
Yeah.
Home cooked. Yes.
Fill up those bellies, right?
Oh yeah, if they can do it.
Yeah. So what do people say when they walk in and they see these huge servings in front of them?
Oh wow, if they get a half omelet, they're always saying, that's a half? Yes ma'am, that sure is, or yes sir, that sure is. And this is a full omelet, so wow. Yeah.
And I know when I come back to visit, whether I was dancing in LA or living in Hawaii for school, and I'd bring a friend with me, we'd come to Crazy Otto's, and sometimes when you would serve us, you'd have an extra plate on the side.
Yes. Just because you might need moving around room.
Moving around room.
Or sharing, you can share. Yeah.
Sharing
it's too much to eat for one person, I think. But.
Definitely, lots to eat, good for leftovers. Yes. And I saw that Otto, the founder of Crazy Otto's, is pretty clear with his personality. He made it very obvious he didn't want individuals to come in just for coffee. Is that the establishing reason why there's such family atmosphere in Crazy Otto's?
Yeah, he wanted to make sure everybody got fed. So if you're just sitting drinking coffee, the people outside waiting couldn't get in to get their food. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so what does it feel like to see so many kids growing up in Crazy Otto's? You've watched them in strollers and now they have their own babies.
Watch them growing up eating biscuits and gravy, and then they come in and it's like, oh my gosh, I remember you from when you was a baby. Or they're like 4 or 5, I remember you when you were in your mommy's tummy.
Oh, how sweet is that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good. You know?
And home cooking, a good home cooked meal. Yeah. And a fun fact about Kim is she was telling me that she doesn't remember people by their names. She remembers them by their orders. So if you ever see Kim not look at you and say your name, but say, okay, extra ham and cheese omelet with a side of pancakes, she loves you and she knows you. Right, Kim? Crazy Otto's originated really close to the train tracks back in the day. It established this huge tradition outside of the building shaking every time the train came by. There was something special that you were designated to do when the train came by, and what was that?
We spin the wheel
when
the train comes by and somebody wins a free breakfast.
Fun.
Now we're not by the train track, so we do have the train sound on the CD player. So when we play the CD play and ring the bell and spin the wheel, somebody in the restaurant will win a free breakfast.
Free breakfast.
Free breakfast. The most expensive one on the tab.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So Kim, large omelets, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Crazy Otto's was recognized more than twice for the world record for the largest omelet. If I'm not mistaken, the recent one was over 30,000 square feet. I don't even know how that's possible. I don't know how.
A lot of eggs.
A lot of eggs.
A lot of eggs.
Do you feel like the chefs in the back continue to make these big omelets to pay homage to these world record omelets?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, but I don't think we have a plate big enough for that omelet. Yeah.
Okay, Kim, so if it was somebody's first time walking into Crazy Otto's, what item on the menu would you recommend?
Well, if it was on the weekend, I would recommend prime rib and eggs.
Oh,
Yes.
prime rib and
We
eggs.
serve it on the weekends and on holidays.
And what
So,
if somebody has a sweet tooth?
French toast for sure, or amazing pancakes.
The pretty
If you
pancakes.
feel hungry.
And what is one thing that you can keep eating forever and ever at Crazy Otto's? You, Kim, specifically.
Me?
Yes.
French toast. That's
French
my favorite,
toast.
yes.
What are the toppings you put on French toast?
I just like mine with the syrup.
It's that good, huh?
Yeah, it's that good.
That good. Before we dig in, Kim, you've spent so many years here. You've met your husband here.
Yeah.
So this is a very special place for you. But what is that one core feeling you want customers to feel the second they walk in and walk out of Crazy Otto's?
I want them to feel at home when they come, and I want them to feel full when they leave. So if you leave here hungry, it's your own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you leave here hungry, it's your own fault. The motto of Crazy Otto. So I think it's time for Kim and I to not leave this table hungry. Let's dig in.
Let's dig in.
So I'm honored to be here with one of the most recognizable faces of Crazy Otto's. Roger comes here every day. The food is that good. Roger, what is your go-to at Crazy Otto's?
Ham, steak, and eggs.
Ham, steak, and eggs. Good old reliable. What's the best part of that dish? The ham, the steak, or the eggs?
I think the ham.
Yeah?
Yeah, the biggest pieces in town.
Big portions, right? You never leave hungry.
No, can't leave hungry.
And since you come here every day, can you tell that it's a family environment?
Very much, yes. They're always got kids in here. So,
And do the waitresses, when they see you walk in, are they like, we already know your order, don't worry about it, and they just bring it out to you?
they do it, yeah. They do it. Ones that have been here for quite a while, yeah, they know my order and just ask if it's the same thing. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
And tell us your story. You were telling me that you retired from.
I retired from the Air Force and just never left the area. My kids are here, so I just stayed here.
Thank you for your service. And do you
Thank
feel
you.
like that's noticed here at Crazy Otto's as well? The appreciation of you being a veteran.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
oh yes.
Good. If you want to give one shout out to the community of what Crazy Otto's is all about, what would you say?
If you want to eat for a full breakfast, this is the place. Come to the Otto's anytime.
This is the place. You heard it
Yeah.
here first. Check out Crazy Otto's with Roger. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cameron and Daryl, how long have you two been coming to Crazy Otto's?
Wow,
6, 7 years.
7 years, even prior to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
She lived here before that.
Okay. So lots of memories here. Is there any specific memory that you can call out from Crazy Otto's?
You know, it's just the memory of how big the food is.
Yeah.
And good.
Yeah.
And it's
Great,
good.
Great food, great servings.
Yeah, it's home cooking on the plate, isn't
Yeah.
it? Quick home cooking on the plate.
Yeah.
So what is your go-to meal at Crazy Otto's?
I like their omelets.
What do you get in your omelet?
Avocado.
Ooh, avocado.
Yeah.
Yummy.
And you know, this is such a big meal. It's like for later too. You can eat it later. And the food is fresh here.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's what they were talking about in the back. They come in at 4 a.m. You guys know this. They come in at 4 a.m. to prep everything fresh, never frozen.
Oh,
So you
nice.
can taste it. It clearly
Yeah.
works.
Oh, of
doesn't
course.
It? Yeah.
And it's good. It's refreshing to see a small town venue that's still going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for the viewers that are watching, if they've never been to Crazy Otto's, what should they order?
Oh my God.
Anything.
Anything on the menu.
Anything.
You'll do good anywhere you go.
Every-
on the
everything
menu.
we've tried is delicious. It's just,
Delicious.
you know, I do the ham, steak, and eggs usually for breakfast, but there's omelets are great. Everything's good.
Wonderful.
Sandwiches are good.
Yeah.
So
And the service.
Service.
Service is good.
Feels like a family here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you attest to their motto that if you leave here hungry, it's your fault?
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
You'll usually leave here with half your plate in a
Yeah.
go bag.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you guys heard it here first. If you leave here hungry, it's your fault. You can order anything on the menu and everyone will be happy. Thank you. With a belly full of warm food that feels like a tight hug, there's no better way to finish off a visit at Crazy Otto's than a hot chocolate. Make sure you guys check out the place that if you leave hungry, it's your fault. See you guys at Crazy Otto's in the near future. Cheers. Tacos El Superior. You crave it, they make it. This family-owned and operated business prides themselves in making food with love and quality. Today we meet up with Selma and Jose to dive deeper into the rich, authentic Mexican recipes of Tacos El Superior. Order up. Guys, there's a lot of history behind Tacos El Superior. How did this start? Where did the vision come from?
So it started as a food truck, but really it was a long time in the making for sure. It was a long time dream of Esperanza to start a drive-through taqueria. You know, bring the fresh, flavorful, authentic taste of Mexico to the drive-through. You know, something that people could just drive by and
You
pick
don't
up.
see that often.
No.
You don't see it often, but you mentioned that there's a food truck. How do people order the food truck to be at their private event?
So they can actually reach out via email. They can check out our website. We have a whole page dedicated to it. There's an email, phone number. You can call us up and we'll take care of you. We'll help build you a package.
And you guys use social media as a huge strategy to build.
You have to.
What were your tactics and how did that benefit your business?
So we actually do tend to use a lot of influencers because, you know, I feel like kids pay attention a lot to that and, you know, it helps bring a younger crowd into the mix and even just people that you wouldn't expect to see here. So I think that's really helped out. We have our guy Concrete Live. You know, he's a big help to us. Very, very great guy. Very funny. You know, he brings a whole nother life to tacos.
Yeah, so tacos isn't just tasty, it's fun, it's lively, it's interactive.
Something always happening.
Yeah, everything always happens. So Selma, if somebody's never been to tacos, they saw it on social media, and they need to have one plate to go to, what is that plate?
Oh my gosh. I mean, you can't go wrong with tacos for sure. I mean, asada, bomb. I like cabeza, change it up a little bit. But I mean, we have everything from burritos, sopes. Sopes are so good. Yeah.
So you can't go wrong.
No.
You can pick any option at tacos, and you're good to go.
We got fries, everything. Yeah, salad fries. Can't go wrong.
So you guys heard it here first. At Tacos El Superior, you'll get authentic Mexican food, tasty, delicious, and on the go. So how about we go to the back and try to make an agua frescas, huh?
Let's do it. Yep.
Fresh aguas made in-house daily. Walk us through which one we're making
So
today.
today we're going to do the piña agua fresca, and he'll walk you through the steps.
So we start with our fresh produce. We get fresh pineapples. We cut them into chunks. We blend them with some water, some sugar, and honestly, it's a pretty simple process. But we repeat it a couple times, and we make sure it's fresh. So every time you come into the store, you're getting the freshest agua you can get.
Yes.
And this isn't the only one that's on the menu.
No.
I know you have multiple. Which one are your favorites?
Mine would have to be the fresa con crema. So good. Yes.
Yeah, no, and I agree. I really like that one too. It's a seasonal item, but my favorite of all time is the piña for sure.
And you guys have many seasonal items. Right now we're in fall, so they are offering a pumpkin spice horchata.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Perfect. So there's
So good.
many options that you can get here. Make sure you come in every day and get a fresh choice.
Yes.
Hearing Jose and Selma talk about this authentic Mexican food, I couldn't decide on just one plate. So they brought all the fixings for me. Carne asada fries, carne asada tacos, birria tacos, horchata, churros, and of course, you cannot leave Tacos El Superior without a piña superior. It's pineapple dough whip, chimoy, and tajin, the perfect sweet treat to finish all of your cravings. All right, guys, I gotta dig in. I'll see you next time. Good. Cupcakes, pastries, coffee, and more. FloraDonna's Cakery is the one-stop shop for sweet treats in Lancaster. Whether you need a quick sweet bite or you need a custom gluten-free wedding cake, FloraDonna's Cakery has 2 broke girls that will have your back. All right, team, so walk me through the first moment you realized in your kitchen, I think baking and pastries is the career path I need to take.
For myself, I was going to college to be a nurse, and the stress of school found me baking all the time. I baked for my neighbors, for family, for friends. I would have my parents take it to work, and I realized how much I enjoyed it and how much of a relief it really brought me. I dropped out of school literally to get a job at a regular bakery and start from the bottom up and realize this is what I love to do.
You have to follow your heart.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Well, these 2 women work by the slogan, 2 broke girls that just want to make people happy through sugar. So take us back to that moment when you were 2 broke girls and FloraDonna's came about.
Still are. Yeah, I was like, still 2 broke girls. Running a business is not easy.
I think when we first started, a lot of people saw us like we were the duo. And a lot of people were like, oh, have you ever seen 2 broke girls? And everybody told us. So we're like, okay, like let's run with it.
And she used to be blonde, so it
like it literally worked. Like we fit the roles. And then when we started doing that, we realized like people we were meeting and the things that we were doing were making them happy. And like we were talking about earlier, it's milestones that we get to be a part of. And if we can make someone happy with just a cupcake or frosting, people come in asking for frosting. It's like, why not do that?
Yeah, you guys are impacting so many lives and you're impacting your kiddos' lives. You guys have this privilege and honor of running your own business and also balancing being mamas. So I know you guys are giving sugar to the community, but the ones that matter the most are your kids, right? So what are the sweet treats that your kids look forward to that you make for them?
My tiny human is obsessed with our cinnamon rolls. Like obsessed. Wants me to bring them home every single day.
My tiny human, if she sees chocolate, it doesn't matter what it is. It's over.
Yeah, we get along. That's amazing. Well, as you were saying earlier, being a small business owner, it's not easy whatsoever. There's so many hills, but there's also high mountain points, right? There's moments during your ride that you realize, I'm in this for the right reason.
Absolutely.
You're touching souls, you're touching hearts. What was that one moment for either of you that you felt like, all right, we got to stick to this?
I wish I could categorize just one moment, but one of my favorite things is growing with families. I love when they come to us and they're like, we're having a baby. Here's our gender reveal. Here's our baby shower. Here's the first birthday. Here's the second. And we just kind of grow along with the family. Oh, we're getting married now.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. And the fact that people choose to come back to us that's magic.
That's like the highlight. We get emails and, hey, you did this for us before. That makes us like we're doing something right.
Yeah.
Like you enjoyed something. We brought you back to us for a reason, and that's very rewarding.
That's absolutely amazing. Well, I can definitely attest to the memories that come with your guys' baked goods. Mia and I, our parents actually were coworkers when I was growing up. And so whenever the sweet treats would come to the office, I would pop in there and get a sweet treat. So I know how great the magic is. And they've done so well that they're actually expanding. So make sure that you check into their social media to see what the next steps will be for FloraDonna's Cakery.
Here's the big announcement.
I know,
Earlier in the week, I shared with these amazing ladies some key points about me. That I love orange, I went to the University of Hawaii, and I love red velvet. So they created a little masterpiece for me. What is it we're gonna step into?
So you will have the privilege of naming it. We're gonna add it to the menu in honor of you. But it's gonna be an orange velvet cupcake.
Okay.
We'll have toasted coconut inside, cream cheese frosting on top, we'll have toasted coconut on top, and we're gonna add an edible flower to it.
Oh, yeah. Majestic. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to jump back there and get into baking.
Let's do it.
Make it flat?
Yes.
And when you put love into the baking,
It makes
oh,
such
you
a
can
difference.
tell.
It makes it easier for us to do. It's a lot more fun when we like what we're doing. We're going to just take a pinch of the coconut, however much you like, because it's your cupcake.
Okay.
We're gonna stir it in, do some more on top, and throw them in the oven.
So I love extra coconut. I call myself the coconut queen. Coconut cream pie, coconut cake, all of it. In Hawaii, we call coconut hapia, if you didn't know that. So if you see anything called hapia smoothie or hapia taro smoothie, it's a coconut-based smoothie.
So we'll put these in the oven now, and we'll be back.
See you guys in 20 minutes.
After 20 minutes in the oven and cooling down the cupcakes, we get into the pretty part of decoration. So walk us through the decision of why you wanted to put this icing on and why the flour on top.
Since we kept it a velvet cupcake, we wanted to keep it a traditional cream cheese buttercream. And why not add some more toasted coconut? Because there's never enough coconut. And then you said that you're really into like floral and like Hawaii colors. And these are all edible, so we can add that right on top.
Let's do it. Okay, so walk us through how to pipe a
So we're
perfect
gonna
frosting.
I don't know about perfect, we're gonna do the best we can. So you're gonna start doing a swirl. When you meet that edge that you started, you're gonna go right on top of that one.
Okay.
Right before you meet that next edge, you're gonna stop squeezing, you're just gonna lift up.
Okay.
This is where we add some more coconut.
That.
And then your pretty little flower.
So beautiful. Okay, I think now it's my turn. It is. All right, here we go. Don't judge me.
Just keep that swirl going. And then pull up.
Pull up.
Yes.
Pretty good.
I feel like you did great.
And then top it off with coconut.
Yes.
There's no yellow. Let's try yellow. And topped it off with a beautiful flower.
Beautiful.
You did
absolutely
that.
perfect. This looks absolutely amazing.
I
love these. I think we need to take a bite into it now. I think so. Should we? Yes.
The way that I also like to eat a cupcake,
Yeah.
make it a sandwich.
A sandwich.
It's the easiest way to eat one.
Put the flour aside. Yes. But these are edible flowers, right? So I'm gonna put the flour right on top.
You just stick it on top.
Stick it on top. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's it. I think I'm calling this cupcake Aloha Friday. Ooh. But I also think booking you guys for my future wedding.
I love it.
Wedding cake vibes.
I can't wait.
Official.
I love it. I can't wait to do that.
I highly recommend that you guys come into FloraDonna's Cakery and get a customized cake for your wedding. A lot of people say that food comes with memories. So if you want people to remember your wedding, have a custom flavor for your wedding cake and come to FloraDonna's.
So I'm so in love with these new Aloha Friday cupcakes that I just have to package them up on the go to take them to my mom and dad. But while we're doing that, can you walk the audience through how you came about the name of FloraDonna's?
Yes. So Flora is my grandmother and Donna is Bree's grandma. Those are the women that kind of inspired us to bake. I remember when I was young, we would bake all the time. Like it's just one of the cute little grandparent thing to do. Same thing with her. We had such a hard time coming up with a name or a concept that worked for a bake shop, you know? So we figured let's dedicate it to the women that got us where we are today.
Yeah. That's wonderful. And you can definitely feel the family love.
That's the goal. Oh, that makes me so happy.
Not just in the space, but in the food. You can taste
you.
the love and the
Thank
passion.
you so much.
So,
That's all you.
Yeah.
You came up with that.
Well, congratulations again,
Thank
both
you
of
so
you.
much.
But making such a phenomenal stride with the baking business in Lancaster.
Thank you.
As you all saw, Nia and Bree have made it a family affair at FloraDonna's Cakery.
Thank you.
Thank you. Whether you need a vegan cake, something gluten-free, or just a treat for the doggas, they have it here. All right, Cola, ready to try? She loves it. FloraDonna's Cakeries is not here to just serve the community of Lancaster, but also the pups. See you guys soon.
Warm, fluffy ham and cheese omelets bigger than my head, rich, authentic spice and flavor of Mexico, and decadent, toasty Aloha Friday cupcakes to top it all off. Man, am I stuffed to the brim. Not just with food, with love. Crazy Otto's, Tacos El Superior, and FloraDonna's Cakery have all done a diligent job with building a warm, welcoming family atmosphere for not just their customers, but also their employees. Every bite you take is like a warm hug from home. I hope these small business owners have encouraged you to sit down with your family and build memories over warm, home-cooked flavors.
As you all can see, my hometown of Lancaster has so much to offer. I hope you all enjoyed hanging out with me as much as I did and are looking forward to the next episode of Tiff on the Town.